turned into Kalgoorlie and we're heading down the main street. Shortly we'll pull up outside the Exchange Hotel. Gail, who's been drinking a bit of red cordial, will give you some insight into the adventures that followed.
Kalgoorlie was nothing like we thought it was going to be. And then we stopped at the subway for lunch. We had a look around. We saw that there was a pub on every corner. So Rob decided that we should have a stubby holder. Didn't you, Rob? Rob's standing here listening to me tell this story. So I go into a choice of 3 hotels. The first one I went into, I can't remember what it was called.
The Exchange Hotel.
Oh, anyway, in I go to the bar, looking for a stubby holder. Oh my God. There is this most gorgeous barmaid. She's topless. She's wearing fishnet stockings and a G-string. Well, she says to me, "Can I help you, love?" Well, what do? I drop my mouth. Can't say a word. Forgotten why I've gone in there. And said, "No, sorry, you can't help me." So that experience was quite riveting. But anyway, it gets better. So off we go to Carolee Rock. And what happens at Carolee Rock? It's a really nice camp spot. We set up the tent and down comes the rain. 15 millimetres. We get soaked.
This is Carolee Rock, a little west of Kalgoorlie in Western Australia. The rain that falls on the rock is guided by carefully designed and contoured walls into a holding dam which overflows into an aqueduct which then conducts the water to an impressively large dam. The water was used to keep the steam engines steaming along. Here are a few shots to show you some of the detail of the construction. Sadly, the aqueduct is falling into disrepair and much of the water now leaks out along the way, but there's still enough going in to fill the dam.
So off we go from Carolee Rock on our way to Merredin to look at the silos. We're now doing the silo trail, and it's Merredin for the first silo and then Northam for the second silo and on to York that night. So we get to Merredin and we have a look at the first silo. I'm very disappointed in it, but never mind, hopefully the next one will be better. So off we go to find a wayside stop for lunch. When we get to the wayside stop, there's a strange noise. We have a look at the camper, only to find that the wheel's about to drop off because the bearings have gone and now the axle is shot and we have to get towed back to Merredin. $300 later, we're back in Merredin at the caravan park.
Here's Gail, checking her emails. Just turn to the left and we can emerge from the tent into the Merredin caravan park. This is the 5th morning that I've stepped out to this view, and it's not getting any easier to put up with, and the reason for our distress is the lack of wheels. Well, we've got a wheel, it's actually lying on the floor. What we don't have is an axle.
A nice young man comes and has a look late in the afternoon to see how much trouble we have. Guess what? We need a new axle and new bearings. And do they have one here in Merredin? No. And it's Friday afternoon, so we're hoping that when we call in at his workshop, he'll be able to order one from Perth. Then, how long is it going to take to come from Perth? Who knows? So we're stuck in Merredin in a lovely caravan park where the trains go past several times in the night, blowing their whistles, and there's loud road trains, and we're having such fun.
So it was time for some day trips. The first one was to Northland to have a look at the silos there, and then to the River Avon where they've got some nice mute swans imported especially for us, and some laughing turtle doves, and this particular bird that actually belonged there, an Australian ringneck. As well as wheat fields and more wheat fields, the area also has some salt lakes and a number of very impressive granite rocks. One day we took a wrong turn and found ourselves in Holland. We visited the world famous wave rock at Heiden, and if you look at the top right hand corner you can see that it's all set up to collect water just like Carolee rocks. We made a point of visiting the Tin Dog on Tin Dog Creek, which probably just goes to show how desperate we were. But all good things come to an end. Good morning, Gail.
Good morning.
We haven't done this for a while, have we?
No, we haven't.
What is that?
We've been at Meriden Caravan Park for the last 6 days, waiting for a new axle to arrive for our camper from Perth. But today it's finally arrived, and so we're heading off on our way.
Sure.
Oh, we're off to Albany today.
We camped at Alexander Bay that night, and over the next few days we completed the West Australian Public Silo Trail. This is Albany, and from there it was on to Pingrup.
Nude gates.
Is that why you're not wearing any clothes?
I tell you what, it is so cold. I'd be crazy
If you weren't wearing
clothes. And it's dark and cold. But we're at the silos, and they're the best painted ones so far in Western Australia. Yeah, they're gorgeous.
Without a doubt, very good. From Newgate it was on to Ravensthorpe, where the silos were also very pleasing. As always, if you've enjoyed the video, please, a thumbs up would be much appreciated, and if you'd like to subscribe, there's a special rate this week. Good morning, Gail.
Hi, Robert. How are you today?
Really well. I stuffed that up.
Hi, everybody. Robert is having his... There is this most gorgeous barmaid. She's topless. She's wearing fishnet stockings and a G-string. Well, she says to me, "Can I help you, love?" Well, what do? I drop my mouth.